Liubov, welcome. Tell me more, if you would, about the Insight Lighthouse initiative and how it all started.
Thank you so much for having me here in Boston Consulting Group Lounge. So first of all, it's an honor to be here and especially to talk about this initiative. It started when we have completed the study with Azomar about the future of insights industry. And we have interviewed nearly 700 professionals, and half of the sample were people working on the client side, and half of the sample were people on the corporate side, like myself. Today, I'm with Diageo. I'm head of strategy, analytics, and consumer planning. I recently joined the company, though. So returning back to your question and to the point I wanted to bring, actually, the study showcases very interesting conflict, because from one hand side, we can see that the insights industry, they're steadily growing. So it's nearly $130 billion in net sales in Q3 2023 based on the evaluation of Azomar. But at the same time, when we interviewed people, we found out that people on the agency side, they're pretty optimistic and very hungry to adapt the AI and continue growing the industry by proposing the unique capability and tools. But on the client side, people are struggling a lot. So they're expressing the difficulties to showcase ROI, to defend budgets, and they're experiencing the cuts of the positions. So feels like something needs to be addressed. That was my feeling. I was super angry about that, and I decided that maybe we have to gather together as a corporate professionals and discuss how we're going to make an impact, how we're going to defend our positions and be associated with the business growth. And of course, there are many companies like that are very people-centric, including Diageo. It's an amazing organization that stays very committed to people-centricity. Colgate-Palmolive, where I worked. But at the same time, there are many other companies that, based on their background, they've never been people-centric. So obviously, if we look statistically speaking, so this major 10, 15 companies that stay people-centric not really make a difference. So for the entire industry, professionals on the client side feel uncomfortable. So the intent was to gather together as a client-based insights professionals and discuss the future of insights and data analytics industry.
Why bring that to Cannes Lions?
Because I think the intent is to have the conversation not within ourselves, but to invite for the conversation C-suite executives. And I'm very pleased that we managed to attract very senior and very successful people from major organizations to have a conversation and to ask their opinion about what it makes to be associated with the engine of the growth of the company, what we have to do, and obviously sharing the stories. So I think it's much more impactful if the C-suite in Colgate-Palmolive tells the story to the C-suite in other smaller companies or not people-centric companies. That is much more influential versus being on that side and trying to defend the presence of insights. So that's probably was the mission.
What's the future of Insights looking like? Where do you see it headed?
The future is not owned, as well as the success is never final. I think that the future is in our hands. And this is the right momentum to make a difference, because most of the companies are going through crisis, and crisis is the best time to make a difference, because especially for G&D organizations, dependency from the path is the critical thing. And most of the organization at the time of the crisis, when people needs are changing by the minute, they are really open to pivot from the regular routes and to investigate new opportunities. And this is the pivotal moment for us, because we are the one who can make the link between the data, numbers, IT department, RGM, and the business managers, the C-suite, the board executives. The only thing, we need to change the way how we act. We need to use their language. And we need to make sure that we show the quick wins from early beginning and convey the trust that are given by projecting return on investment in a smart way and kind of elevating the movement. And of course, AI is a big thing. So the only thing, returning back to your initial question, why I wanted to be at Cannes, because everyone talks about AI, but nobody talks about insights. Why don't we start doing that?
Liubov, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.